Hello again. I wanted to review and talk about an interesting movie today, or tonight, or whenever it is that you're watching this. And that would be Disney's First Kid. This was made in 1996. It was directed by David Evans. He also directed The Sandlot and a few of the Beethoven movies. The Beethoven movies that I'm referring to are the ones with the Saint Bernard, which everyone loves so much. Sort of started the dog is like a person genre, which led to all of the Air Bud movies and so forth, which we all love, I'm sure, right? Nothing like some good anthropomorphism to brighten up your day, as I always say. I've never actually said that, but anyway, it stars Sinbad and Brock Pierce. This movie is essentially about the Brock Pierce character, who is the first kid, right? So he is the son of the president. Sinbad is the agent who protects him. And the film essentially is just Sinbad attempting to protect the snobby, sort of bratty kid while trying to maintain his sanity. And as the film goes on, they of course begin to bond, and Sinbad, for some reason or another, decides that the kid has redeeming qualities in some way, and therefore he's going to like him. It's very confusing because, well, let me just first start off by saying that this film is it holds a special place in my heart because it's very nostalgic for me. I watched this film when I was younger. Again, it was made in the mid-90s. So I find something very sort of inherently appealing about it due to the fact that it just brings back, nostalgic memories. So I'm prefacing what I'm going to be saying by also saying that the review at the end, the rating is actually going to be relatively high um, due to the fact that the quality of the film isn't really that spectacular, but again, the nostalgic force is such that it sort of overrides some of these not so, I don't know, cinematic qualities that I otherwise would probably be looking for and would be complaining about in the film. Anyway, just having rewatched this recently, I actually think that Sinbad is genuinely sort of a funny guy. I remember him being in House Guest and a few other films, and they also hold a special place in my heart, but um, he is actually kind of funny. I mean, I actually laughed in this movie, and a lot of the laughs were just, oh my god, that was absurd type of a laugh, but some of them were genuinely funny, I thought. The kid, Brock Pierce, who plays the first kid, obviously, he is an asshole in this movie. Like, I wanted to punch him really badly. I can understand why someone would actually like want to assassinate him in the movie because his character is so unlikable, and I don't remember what I thought of the character as a kid. Like if I actually thought that he was cool, or if I empathize with him in some sort of a way. Not that I was actually the first kid at any point in my life, but if I felt like I was in his position, if I would be acting the same way. I don't really remember. But yeah, the kid is just really, really annoying, and he sort of has this arrogance about him that just makes you really want to hit him. I just actually noticed the guitar back here, and so I was going to say hit him with a guitar, or whatever object you happen to have. But yeah, the kid is really stupid. Zachary Ty Bryan, I think isn't I think that's his name anyway. He's also in this movie. He played in the Home Alone, the Home Improvement series, of course. He had the odd hair, and it was always kind of funny to me to see him in the movie. He played like the main, I guess, antagonist. Well, one of the antagonists. He's basically like the bully who always pushed, the first kid around, even though I actually, well, they were both really stupid characters because, I don't know, kids around the middle school age are just, I hate them, pretty much. Anyway, back to the actual review. I mean, I thought the movie was really entertaining, and again, most of the time I was just really jolly watching this because, again, of the nostalgic feelings. And obviously, that's not going to apply or appeal to everyone who hasn't seen this film when they were younger, and therefore it wouldn't have that same effect. And so then you might not enjoy it. Again, if you're not into the sort of the '90s kids films like Jungle to Jungle and Man of the House and Blank Check and all these types of fun movies. But I just don't think that they make kids movies like they used to. And that being said, I suppose I'm going to give the movie, I really want to give it 4 stars, to be honest with you, because I actually really enjoyed watching the movie again. But I'm going to give it 3.5, just because I feel like I need to be objective to some extent. So I'm going to take off the half star there, even though I really actually feel, out of pure enjoyment, I should be giving it 4 stars. But I'm rambling on again, so that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. I would recommend watching it if, again, you're into the type of '90s kids films, or if you saw the film when you were younger and perhaps want to check it out again and see if it holds up well. So, thanks for watching.